So if you guys haven't heard the news yet, the DNC may be considering a vote in August on whether or not to hold a debate centering around the topic of climate change, which would be a victory for the young protesters who have spent months lobbying for a climate debate. Now, if the committee does move forward to vote on the issue, it would reinforce the extent to which climate change has become increasingly important for the Democratic voters, even as the issue occupied only a few questions during the first set of presidential debates. It would also cement the power of groups like the youth-led Sunrise Movement, which was one of the main people committed to playing an active role in influencing candidates and the party establishment of the climate issues that are currently taking place. They will be voting on a resolution at the August meeting, a Sunrise spokesperson, Stephen O'Halloran, told Think Progress in the report on Monday, continuing, "It's clear that the pressure is working and that support for the climate debate is now growing." Over the weekend, Sunrise announced also that the DNC had actually scheduled a vote for the August 22nd to 24th meeting on whether or not to actually hold a climate debate. Activists said that the vote would also reportedly address whether or not the Democratic candidates would be barred from participating in a climate debate not sanctioned by the DNC. The committee had previously also said that such an action would see them locked out of the DNC debates, according to the campaign of Governor Jay Inslee of Washington State, who said that the DNC officials had told him such. Now, Inslee is running on a campaign entirely devoted to climate action, as many know, and that's something I'm thrilled about him running on. I think it's something we need to be talking about and taking actual action on, so I'm glad to see this. And it's also great to see that the Sunrise Movement is doing such a great job at holding a fire under these establishment candidates' feet to make sure that they take action on climate change. They don't sit on the sidelines and think they won't be held accountable. Because, again, the DNC, this is the same party, remind you, that I can't remember if it was last year or 2016. They stopped accepting fossil fuel money for about 2 months, and then they caved in and went right back to their fossil fuel donors. So again, I think that's something the DNC should also go back to doing. I think we should hold that fire under their feet also, not allowing the DNC to accept any sort of fossil fuel money. It should be, an example we are trying to set. But right now, with the corporate money influencing our politics, obviously that won't happen until stuff like Citizens United is gone and other forms of ways that are allowing corporate fossil fuel lobbyists to influence our policies. But again, I'm really happy to see that there's actually, going to be a vote on whether or not there should be a DNC scheduled climate debate. Again, I think it's also wrong, though, that the DNC said that they would bar any Democratic candidates that were to participate in a climate debate that isn't sanctioned by the DNC. I think that's just blatantly, immature, I guess would be the term to say, unprofessional possibly too. Honestly, climate change is a dire issue. It is something we need to talk about. We need to take action on it sooner, not later, because we don't have later. That clock's run out. We are already seeing mass floods across the globe. We keep seeing record-breaking temperatures across the globe each year. The temperatures keep rising. We keep seeing more sea ice melt. We see thicker sea ice melt that typically doesn't melt, and it isn't refreezing either after this. So we're seeing a lot of things that are going to have major consequences if we don't start taking this climate emergency, that's right, a climate emergency, seriously. And we need to start making sure that politicians on both sides of the political party and spectrum understand this and are held accountable to this. No more corporate Democrats, no more corporate Republicans can allow the fossil fuel industry to let climate change go unattended.
That's all for this video. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed what I talked about. Now, if you'd like to support the show, well, just remember you can visit the Patreon link below in the description and become a $3 or $5 monthly donor to the channel. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, this has been your Daily